Hey, how are you tonight?
Hey, I'm good. Trying to get my camera to come on.
What's up, Steve?
Thanks, Steve Rublin, for sending the Hard Me gift.
Hi, Amanda.
Hey, Sarah.
Hi.
Like your hat.
Thank
Looks
you.
good.
Thank you. I got it special for tonight.
It's not Tony B.
I gotta turn the volume up.
Hold on.
Don't feed the
It's
donkey.
Speedos.
And don't pet the pickle.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's
We were playing.
hilarious.
Listen, we were playing cards this week. We were on vacation, and so we went down to Wilmington to visit my father-in-law, Keith's dad, and we always play a game called Construction Rummy. And I've never heard of this game till I married into this family, but he's really good. His dad is really good at it. He's 82. He's been playing it for like 60 years or something. Who knows? And he grabbed a card that I wanted, and I went. And him being 82, he doesn't know what that is. We didn't tell him what it was, but yeah, we were like, yeah, it's not good. Oh, but yeah, he's really good at that game.
Thanks, Reed, for sending the Rose gift.
so how you guys been?
Been good. Been good.
Yep.
She just says, "Yep."
Yep. How's everybody rolling? Is the better question.
Okay.
Not too good.
Well,
Every week on my live, I end it with, "I'm sorry you guys had to watch this."
aw. Yeah, League was a struggle for me this week. I just could not find my groove. And I was just coming off of having the flu for like a week and a half, so
Oh,
that was like an adjustment. I think I lost like 5 pounds because I was not like eating much, so I'm kind of weak.
yeah. Energy levels super down.
Yeah, I feel much better now.
That's good.
Yeah, and I bowled in a tournament today, did well, but man, it was a Calcutta draw, so there were 32 women. And I drew Sarah Clausen the first match. I don't know if you know who she is.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Yeah, just kind of. Yeah. I've seen her around in some tournaments here in Oklahoma. And she actually competes in some PBA tournaments. She bowls in PBA tournaments here. So yeah, I started off good, and then I think my nerves got the best of me, and I just started tugging it a bit, and my release was off, and I missed a 10 pin, and then I got frustrated with myself, and I kind of, yeah. She bowled two 16s back to back on me, so
I mean, it's consistency.
yeah, yeah, she's good, but it was nerve wracking at first, and then the second round I went in and I had like a 216 and like a 190 something, so I think I finally my nerves, like the lady I bowled against was an older lady. She was really good, but I just didn't feel that threat that I felt bowling against Sarah, so I just kind of was able to relax a little bit and just roll the ball. So yeah. But my last round I bowled, I posted a video of it, but like the end I had like these ridiculous splits, like pocket shots, and there's literally nothing I could have done. Like I was throwing it well, it just the pins weren't falling for me.
Right.
And then I wasn't able to convert the splits, so just one of those days, but I really feel like my release and my approach has gotten much better and my timing. So I feel good about that. I feel good about how I bowled.
And that's something I'm going to add off of what Brandon said. Yes, it's lightning when people see that even us content creators aren't necessarily bowling as well as we want to, but finding the positives of even when we're not bowling well is the most important thing, because yes, our scores might not reflect how we actually did, but if you pull something out of like your approach was better, your release was better, like pull the little things out of that to improve your game, like that's so important.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Don't just get yourself down because the scores don't match what you felt like you should have done.
No,
Sometimes the pin just don't fall.
I used to get pretty down on myself a couple months ago when I wouldn't do well, but now I try to focus, like you said, on those positives, the things I did well and things I know I can improve on for the next time. In fact, there's a local sweeper tomorrow of 6 games. I'm going to go bowling with a couple friends just for fun, just to go do it, just for some reps and have a good time. So
Right.
Those are fun. And I can kind of use what I learned from today into tomorrow and try to bring that consistency into tomorrow. So
And sometimes, like when you are just relaxing and you're just trying to have fun and you're just literally having fun, that's when you throw your best, right?
yeah.
When you stop caring,
Yeah.
you're just like, I'm just here to have fun, whatever. And then
Yeah.
you're just like throwing lights out, and they're like, oh my God, what's going on with you? And you're like, I'm just having fun.
That's what happened when I bowled that Baker doubles tournament a few weeks ago. Like I was bowling with a good friend of mine and like we rolled a 299 and I was the anchor. So I was the 10th frame and like we were just having fun and I was just letting it roll and like just not thinking about it. Just that was the best I bowled or we bowled together anyway.
Yeah, that's always nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I miss having fun. Like,
Oh, and by the way, Linda Barnes was also in this tournament and I got to meet her. She was
Nice.
super nice. Luckily, I did not bowl her. She made it a little further than I did, since I got knocked to the losers bracket the first round. But I had to try to fight my way through the losers bracket. But it's okay.
Sometimes that's just where you got to go, you know?
Well, in these Calcutta tournaments, like it's literally the luck of the draw who you get the first round. Like I could have gotten
Right.
somebody who wasn't a PWBA bowler or someone local that wasn't near as good, but it was just the luck I got. I was like, I knew it was going to happen because Sarah and I were like really low on the list of 32 and they were going through Calcutta. And I'm like, okay, I drew a number and no one is on my bracket yet on my lane. And of course, Sarah was like 2 after me and there she was. And it was Sarah and Sarah on 1 and 2.
So what are you guys like working on in general? Like, are you guys working on like your approaches? You working on releases? What's your like main goal right now? What is your main goal for this following year? Is probably the best question because we're coming up on the year's end.
yeah, I don't know. So like right now, I'm working on my timing. So that's been a big thing for me. So changing up my footwork a little bit, and then also trying to stay behind the ball. I made the mistake of practicing twice in 1 week, like a lot of games. I think there was 8 games one day and 5 games the next day, or 2 days later. And so then on league, I was hurting. I was hurting right there.
Yeah, down the.
So yeah, I didn't bowl too well after that. I was like, that was a little much. That was a rookie mistake, but definitely trying to get my timing going. So working on my footwork.
When you're practicing, how many games you throwing?
Anywhere from 5 to 8. Just depends on my mental state. It really does depend on who's in the bowling alley. So like if it's a Saturday and there's a lot of open bowlers, I'm probably not going to throw 8.
Right. Yeah.
But on a Friday, I'll probably bowl. The first 2 will be drills, and then the rest just trying to emulate what I was working on in the first 2 games.
Yeah, I mean, it can be hard to practice when you have people next to you that don't have lane etiquette.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can get a little bit frustrating.
Yeah,
Throws off everything kind of what you're trying to work on.
Yeah, I had a family next to me. It was a father and 2 kids, and I probably wouldn't have said anything, but he actually said something to me about my bowling, a positive comment, and then his daughter, just like most girls, she's excited to be out there. She's cutting cartwheels, and next to them were some of our house regulars, league regulars, and they were being very patient. But I finally said something in a nice way. I said, "Hey, you guys want to learn something about bowling?" And they were like, "Yeah, sure." So I was like, "Well, let's talk about rules." And I explained that most of the rules are for safety reasons.
Right.
And then after that, after I explained bowler courtesy and being behind a certain line for safety reasons, they were just perfect. They were great.
I commend you for the way you approach that, because it can be a delicate conversation, because
Very
some
delicate.
people
Very-
will get offended immediately when you try to teach them about lane etiquette.
Yeah.
And it sometimes it doesn't even have to do with who you're talking to. It could be even an age bracket that you're talking to.
Right.
Younger
Yeah.
people, they don't care. Older people really just want to tell you to go. So it's a delicate subject, and I know it can be hard to talk to people about lane etiquette.
Yeah, and the thing was, I was more concerned about his daughter possibly getting hurt. So
Right.
that's why I kind of went most of the rules are about safety, so you don't get hurt. And they took it very well. They were awesome. Like I said, I normally don't say anything. I just kind of step back and wait for my turn.
Right.
But I was worried with her doing the cartwheels and stuff. I was like,
Yeah, because I mean, it can be dangerous. I mean, I definitely have seen kids run up and down the approach lanes in our league house
yeah,
during open bowling, and I'm like, what is going on? And the parents are just like, meh, their kid. I'm like, yeah, that kid's about to get smacked in the face with a bowling ball.
yeah, I would not want to see that. I get too
No.
anxious. I don't have children, but I feel like when I see children out, they're kind of like pseudo mother, like watching. Let's
Yeah,
not
right.
let them get hurt. So it makes me anxious when I see kids in situations where they could get hurt.
Right facts that would hurt.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That is a good way to approach it, though. Like turning it into a positive of like, hey, would you like to learn?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
for
like
sure.
I was like, how? Because I kept thinking about, I was like, how do I gotta
How
say
do I
something.
say it? Right.
How do I say it? Yeah.
Yeah.
You nailed it 100%. I honestly, as a guy, I don't know if I would have thought of that. Because as a guy, we're just like, man, just can you control that?
Yeah, I was like,
Right.
can you do something about that? And that's like typically I'm kind of that way too, but I also knew that I probably shouldn't be that way this time. This was a dad trying to have a good time with his kids, right? So I'm not trying to ruin their experience, but there have been times in the past, like when we bowled on a social league. It's called the Asheville Sports and Social League, and so they're just there to have fun. They're there to drink. They're there to socialize, but it's just like any other sport. There's rules,
Right.
and when we play kickball, there's rules.
Yep.
So we have gotten into some pretty heated arguments over bowler courtesy, and I had one captain tell me that it wasn't up to him. It was to teach them bowler courtesy. I said, yes, it is. You're the captain. Teach them bowler courtesy. So yeah, we've had some heated moments in social league, but we're all kind of like the same age. So there's no respect there. There's none. But yeah, so I knew that. I was like, yeah, this is not how you approach that in a real world situation.
Well, what's kind of sad though is you even see it in some leagues where bowling etiquette still people don't follow all the time. And I've been saying probably this, and maybe this is probably something I need to put together for this next year is making a booklet that leagues can hand out that is just bowler etiquette rules, and they can hand it out to every team when they start a league. Be like, here's a rule book of bowler etiquette. Learn it, love it, live it. Like,
That would be good.
because honestly, a lot of people either they don't care about it or they don't know about it.
Yeah.
But I would say the majority of people like do what they're supposed to do. But then when you confront them about some of the, and believe me, I have somebody that's on my Sunday league, older guy. He will never step off the approach. As soon as he throws the ball, he will stand at that ball return until that ball comes back. And people look at me and I'm like, I've told him 1,000 times. Like, I love the dude, but you can only say it so many times. So I feel like if you gave him an actual like booklet and said, "Hey, read this, sign it,
That.
turn it in," right? Like
Right.
maybe treat it like it's a assignment per se, and maybe that would get it through. I don't know.
Possibly.
Or the people at the front desk could just say, hey, if there's people bowling on the lanes next to you, if they are on the approach, wait till they're done and then
Yeah.
go. Like, it's that easy.
Yeah, I honestly, if I'm next to somebody and I know that they don't have lane etiquette, I'm not even gonna go grab my ball. I'm just gonna let them do whatever they need to do, and then as soon as they're done, then I'll go up and I'll pick up my ball and
Yeah.
move on. And I know we're always like, oh, why are we the last ones to finish? And I'm like, because I'm not bowling next to that.
Yep.
Made that mistake one time out at Cherry Grove. They had a birthday party going on in the lane next to me. I hit the front 9 straight strikes, and then they all were packing up to leave, and then all of a sudden you got 30 kids throwing 30 balls down the lane. There went that 300. They even shut the lanes down, and they're still chucking balls down.
Yeah,
I was
dude,
like,
that just happened.
"Sheesh."
That just happened like 2 weeks ago. I was practicing on a Saturday, and kids' birthday party going on, and they shut the lanes down. The kids are just like chuck, 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 chuck. The manager's like, "What are you doing? Stop!" Mechanics in the background. I mean, you could hear what he was saying. He was not pleased. Wonder why.
Because it jams up everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, the ball returns and everything. Oh, dude, that's the worst. When you have a perfect game going and someone says, "Have you ever bowled a 300
Oh,
before?"
yeah.
Well, there goes that one.
That should be part of the bowling etiquette book.
Yeah.
Right.
If someone's on a streak like that, don't walk up to them and ask them that. Just look from afar, or encouragement. Just say, like, keep it going, something along those lines. Don't make that curse.
Yeah. I try not to say anything to anybody, but sometimes I'll look at my husband and say, man, they got a really good game going. And then I'm like, And then when they miss, I feel like it's my fault. I was like,
So I always do it like this. If I'm high-fiving you every time, I keep going. But if I've never high-fived you that whole game, I don't even touch you. I don't talk to you. I keep the momentum staying the same. That's how I try to do it.
If you guys are on a streak, what do you guys do? Do you guys are you very social, or do you kind of like step back from people and just kind of like try to stay in your zone?
I'm kind of social up until about the 6th frame. And then I start to like,
Pull back from people.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, I'm pretty similar to that. I mean, I always wear headphones, but if I get into like 6 or 7, my headphones are pretty much going to stay on. I'm not going to pull them off and socialize with people at that point. I'm literally just game mode, like time to go.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me anymore. Don't ask me. And that's why the headphones started, because of that question. 100%. Have you ever? Oh man.
Yeah, when I was rolling my 277, I think I was on the 7th frame, and this other lady was like, "You ever bowled a 300?" It's like, no, but instead I'm going, "Shut up, shut up." And then her second question was, "What's your highest?" It's like,
Oh
God.
yeah, that's always the second question, right?
Yeah.
Always the second question.
Yep.
And then
I just
when you
say-
have,
Go ahead.
and then when you say like 299, 298s, 297s, they're like, "Oh, are you serious?" Yeah, unfortunately.
I usually say, well, this one till you ruined it. So, you guys have accomplished a lot this year. What's your biggest setbacks and what's your biggest achievements?
Oh, gosh, that's a tough one.
I don't know what happened,
Busters.
but last winter I finished with a 170 average, and then over summer I'm not sure what happened, and so when I started back for fall winter, we kept our old scores, they rolled over, and then after 4 weeks in, everything evens out, and I had dropped down to a 140 average, and couldn't figure it out. It's slowly starting to go back up. I think I'm at a 153 now, but I think my timing's been off for a long time, and I'm just trying to get that figured out. So yeah, that's why I'm working on my timing, and it's slowly starting to go back up. There was a few things that I changed in other areas, but I'm happy with what I'm seeing. I'm seeing progress.
What bowls are you throwing right now?
Ugh. Well, I'm really okay. So I'm really loving the Storm IQ Tour.
Okay, yeah.
That one's been my go-to for a while now. And then I just got the Brunswick Infinity Quest a couple months ago. I've never thrown a Brunswick before, so it's a totally different feeling, actually. I have a hard time speeding up with that ball. It tends to want to roll really slow. But when it hits, it's nice. If I can figure it out, because I bowl so slow anyway, it's trying to adjust to that speed. And then I just got the Widow Tour V1, so I'm
Yeah.
working with that one too.
Do you like that ball?
I do like that ball.
Everyone keeps telling me either to get that one or the solid Zero Mercy, and I'm kind of like, I don't know which piece I really need right now, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I-
the Tour V1, I won that in a raffle. It was free. I bought
That's
7
the
tickets.
best.
That is the best.
$5.
It's great.
There you go.
When you have a free ball, yeah.
Yeah, those are always the best
Yeah.
balls.
And it marks, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Zero Mercies. I'm seeing a lot of Zero Mercies come across lately. They do look good, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I've seen both the Pearl and the Solid thrown by two better bowlers, and dude, they were rocking the pocket all night long. I mean, I think they both shot 870 with them. I'm like, holy cow!
What about
One
you,
day-
Sam?
One day I'll get that 800. That's my goal. That's my goal for this year. I'm honestly, if there's a goal that I want to hit, yes, I want to get 300, but I want to get the 800 before I get a 300, because the 800 means more consistency.
Okay.
So what
Well,
about
I
you,
think-
Sarah?
I wouldn't say it's a setback, but I literally started from scratch bowling in like May, like starting over after being gone for like 17 years. So I'd say that was a pretty big setback of like having to relearn my approach and release and learning new equipment within the last 8 months. But I've done really well. I've had people helping me with my equipment and learning these new balls. And I've cashed in a couple tournaments, and I've done pretty good. So
Yeah.
yeah.
You're looking really good. Like,
Oh, thank you.
awesome.
Yeah. Me and Brian had this conversation, a couple weeks ago, and I said, compared to where you started with your videos and everything till now, you are
Hmm.
crushing it.
Yeah,
Oh,
It's a,
thank
it's a
you.
total different bowler out there.
Oh,
And it
thanks.
shows your growth, and it shows that how much you're putting into it, and it just speaks volumes for how hard work pays off.
For sure. For sure.
the
Yeah.
transition that you've made from looking kind of uncomfortable throwing a ball to now being
And
very
dropping
confident,
it. Yeah.
yeah, at throwing a ball, and even when you don't necessarily hit your shot, the way you're talking yourself through it, and this is one thing that I will definitely tell other people, because I have people tell me all the time that I sound crazy when I'm on the approach. They're like, "Why are you talking to yourself?" I'm like, I'm talking myself to manifest my shot, right?
Yeah.
I'm mentally telling myself what I need to do, so that way I don't make mental mistakes.
Hmm.
And I see you do that time and time again. When you make a shot and you're like, it was good, but it wasn't quite there.
Hmm.
You tell yourself what you need to do to make that transition, and you follow through with it. And I like how you've been doing that, because that is a big tool that I would say help a lot of people.
Hmm.
Talk yourself through it. Don't never get up on the line and say, "Oh, I'm gonna screw this up."
Yeah. Positive self-talk, which
Yes.
sometimes it's hard to do when you're messing up over and over again. And like it happened today. Like I kept jerking the ball. I was tugging it. I was missing my mark. I'm like, what am I doing? Like I'm way overthinking this. Just throw it. Like stop thinking so much about it and just throw it. I was telling myself, throw it better. Throw it better.
Yeah.
And then I finally, once I got out of my own head, I was throwing it better. So yeah, I think the positive self-talk, even it can be a struggle, but yeah, it definitely makes a difference. I feel like some people though, they need to like get mad at themselves and
Victor.
cuss at themselves. But I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, when we know we didn't complete the task, yes, we're gonna be a little bit hard on ourselves, of course.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can't just be all flowers and popsicles all the time.
Yeah.
You
For
get
fun.
an ice cream bar.
That's
You
for
get an ice
fun.
cream bar.
See, my issue is staying focused. So I've been working with my approach. I'm doing a 2 baby step pause, then into my swing, like 1, 2, 3, let go. 234 was my first game. I was like, oh, I achieved what I wanted to achieve. Well, then I lost all my focus.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, that can happen.
For me too, going from house shot to sport shots, like today was a 45-foot sport shot in this tournament. And I think sometimes I get so in the zone, I forget that I'm bowling on a sport shot and I'll just throw it like I do for my house shot. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's not coming back. Like you can't throw it out there. Like this
Yeah.
pattern today was wild. Like I was basically throwing it straight, which I'm not used to at all. I'm used to throwing it, up 5 and 10 and hooking it into the pocket, but couldn't really do that today in the early few sets. So,
Just staying outside.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Just
I had
slide into the puddle.
play it. Yep, I had to play it inside like 15 around there, and yeah, it was tricky. But yeah, remembering like when you get comfortable, especially in these sport patterns, like remembering like you're bowling on a sport pattern, you can't just throw it up where you usually do for a house shot. You got to remember, okay, this is my mark. This is where I'm going. And I think the repetition too, it's like my arm and my body just automatically, because that's where I've been going and throwing it like every
Right.
week for league.
Uh-oh.
I thought there's Britt.
Hello. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta figure this out. I haven't been live in a minute. I don't know what to do anymore.
I remember when Queen was out at one of the local houses out here. She's out there trying to bust her hump, trying to bowl on the lane. And I had to go up and tell her, I was like, this is PBA Shark from Thursday night. And she goes, wait, what? Then she switched her game and she started bowling better.
I was like, okay, this
It's not a house shot. You can't throw it.
Oh my
Yeah.
Valuable information.
So yeah, and it was from Thursday, and this was a Saturday. So
Right.
Hello.
Had a lot of carry down.
yes, it did.
Did you bowl a sweeper, Britt?
Yes, and I sucked.
Oh, stop it.
No, I really
Great
did. I really
positivity.
sucked. I really sucked. After game 2, it was plus 49, and I was sitting at -8. So that tells you a lot.
Aww.
Yeah. No, I wanted to get out of the house today, so I was like, "Bull! I don't even care."
That's great.
Sponsored by Blow Pop.
Pretty much.
Was it a sport shot?
Yeah, it was on Chromium, so it shouldn't have been like as difficult as I was making it, but because there were a lot of bigger scores for sure. But I was just like,
No.
oh well. But I haven't been bowling great in sports shots anyway lately, so it's fine. It's fine.
So I struggled today too. It's okay. It's hard. I was just talking about right when you joined on about how difficult it is going from a house shot to a sport shot. And like when you're bowling on sport, remembering you're bowling on sport and it's not house. Like you get in the zone and
Well, and it's even that. It's not even like, because with me, like I don't have that problem. I have the reverse problem. Like I try to do everything like a sports shot, and it doesn't work out that way.
okay.
And then mine is more of a speed sensitive issue. Like I'm so inconsistent with my speed that it doesn't matter if I hit the same spot twice. I don't have the same speed twice, so it doesn't matter.
When you say you don't have the same speed twice, what is your fluctuation of speed? Like miles per hour? Is it like 2 to 3?
Oh no, it's just it's this much enough to be obnoxious, and it's stupid, and I'm trying to fix it. That's what I'm trying to fix. I heard that question. That's what I'm working on. I was listening. I was participating without participating.
Do you think maybe
I'm
your
gonna circle back.
feet get a little slow or fast sometimes too? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because I do that sometimes. I get a little over anxious and my feet get fast or I'll get too slow and yeah. Same.
Yeah. I was just talking about that in practice today, and the guy that I practice with on Saturdays, he is going to be turning 80,
Oh wow.
and he was throwing 200s today all day long. It was incredible. But he still throws. He's very I wouldn't say unorthodox, but like he doesn't have a traditional ball drill. He has 3-finger drill and a thumb, which yeah, a little odd, but it's totally legal as long as he fills them right.
I guess.
But he still throws like 11, 12 miles an hour. And even today, he was like, I've slowed everything down. He's like, I'm trying to slow everything down. And he's like, my ball speed's getting higher and higher. And I'm like, because you're relaxed. I said, you're not running to the line. You're not like rushing. You're literally just relaxed, and you're letting the ball do the work. You're letting your arm swing do the work. And I said, and that's typically when you start throwing harder. I said, a lot of people think that, oh, I'm going to slow down. And I'm going to slow down my ball speed. That's not necessarily how it works. Usually when you slow down your feet and you take your time, that's when your arm speed is just like sing, and that ball's flying off the hand. So it's not necessarily the same for everybody. Everyone thinks like, oh, I slow it down, and then that's how it's going to work, and it's not necessarily true.
So I've been trying to work on getting my speed up.
Kettlebells, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Well, I mean, Darian, the Ricky Bowler, she posts workout videos all the time. You can see her. She has that kettlebell and she does those wrist warm ups or whatever. And I mean,
Same thing.
so
Literally put a kettlebell through my wrist and like palm the kettlebell in my hand, and I'll just do extra weights and increase the weight, so that way, because honestly, if you want to increase your ball weight, you want to get used to that ball weight. So if you want to increase your ball speed, go to, like, if I'm throwing a 15, I'll grab a 16-pound kettle weight and I will just do workout drills with that, and basically just make a one-step drill in my house and just do swings. And it's increased my ball speed probably a little, like 2 to 3 miles an hour in last year, just by doing that.
Makes sense.
I tried doing that at the gym not long ago, and I felt like I was getting side eyes because I was like doing my
Yeah, I do it at my
kettlebell. I was
house.
like,
workouts for us bowlers are so weird and like they're so like lopsided too. Like you have to do them even, but like really we focus on the side that we bowl with, right?
Yeah, you
And
have
people
to
just are
totally
like,
down.
what is she doing? So I bought a kettlebell, so I do it at home. So I was like, I'm not doing this at the
You're like,
gym anymore.
I don't need people judging me. No. No.
Yeah, same.
Like
Yeah.
it's like those other workout videos. You're like, what are you training for?
Yeah.
Oh, like you look at people doing the weird ass exercise routines. You're like, that's not normal. What are you doing?
Kind of glad you said that. Maybe you remember that slide thing where you can just slide back and
Oh
forth.
yeah.
Freaking like,
That'd be a great approach tool, right?
right? Just turn
Yeah.
it sideways. So instead of going sideways, you just go
Yeah, just
straight forward.
yeah.
I'm sure you can find one of those at like Goodwill or something.
Especially in my league house, man. That they've been buffing the approaches that it's an ice skating rink as of lately. I mean, it's been tough on the legs because I've dropped down so much on my slide and I'm still sliding. Even people that don't use slides, that are all just traction two-hand bowlers, are falling. That's how slick the approaches have
That's
been.
literally what I'm doing right now, Miles. I'm sliding on my kitchen floor with socks.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing.
I have a 25-pound dumbbell I lift before I go bowl. So the 15-pound ball's paperweight
Girl.
after that.
Curls for the girls.
I don't know about that, but
Once.
yeah, I don't have them. Mine go this way.
Curls for the girls. Flip it.
Right.
I know you weren't trying to call anybody out. I just wanted to show you that I was doing it. That's what I was doing. Wait.
Wait, no, I ain't got no shake weight. We're not even going there.
I don't know any dude that has a shake weight. I'm just saying.
My ex-husband did.
Is that why he's the ex?
I don't know. I'm not going to say anything about that. But.
He's like, no comment.
You spend more time with your shake weight than you do me.
Oh wow.
Oh,
She just ran away.
okay.
She says she's out.
Salad break.
So, you guys have any tournaments or anything planned for this coming year? You guys doing nationals or anything? Or
I'm creating a tournament.
do tell.
So I noticed today while I was scrolling through the old TikTok and I was watching everybody do live streams, right? Saturday tournaments, things like that. For example, Victor today, right? Bolden 8 game qualifier, cut to top 16, right? I realized that here in you where I'm at, we don't have a lot of those just like 8 gamers, 6 game qualifiers, whatever. Ours like are very much monthly handicap, like not a lot of challenge, or they're very far and few in between, and they're like 2 days worth of bowling and like $150+ of entry fees and things like that. So I started thinking, I'm like, we need to do like a 6 game qualifier.
Yeah.
Right? Instead of 3 game. Make it scratch. And then have like all the optional side pots, all this stuff, right? And then do what I'm trying to figure out is the middle part. So you get the 6 game qualifier, cut to like top 16. And then from there, what I'm thinking is like single or double elimination until top 4. And then top 4 based on total pinfall through the elimination rounds is how they're seeded. And then 4 versus 3, the winner of that versus 2 versus 1 to determine the winner instead of like a king of the hill type situation. So it's what I'm thinking. It's what I want to try to do. We'll see.
When are you trying to do this?
That's the question, because I was going to message you earlier today and be like, hey, just FYI. Blah, 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 blah.
I know. Oh,
But it was literally a whim today. I was like, I watched Victor and then I was like, you know what? Why don't we have this kind of crap? I'm going to do it myself.
there you go.
So,
Okay.
but I really want to do it at the bowling
I
alley that
agree with Victor,
Storm
though.
bought.
I
So,
agree with Victor. Victor said a double elimination
yeah.
makes for a long day.
Yeah,
Also,
it really
I
does.
was counting in my head, how many games could that possibly be?
So think about it. 6 games to start,
Mhm.
right? And then you cut to the top 16. Let's just say, and then, so that's 2 games. What, you know, you move on. 2 games. So there's 8, 10. Move on. Potentially at least 16, 18 games in a day.
Hmm.
That is a long day.
It is a long day, but it'd be worth it.
Hmm.
Especially because it would be one of the first like scratch tournaments in that house that Storm bought. And it would be like as a Storm employee, you know what I mean? It would be really cool to kind of get that started. Be like, have one of those.
Are you providing oxygen for some of the older people?
I mean, if I have to use it or get through it without oxygen, then so do they. Like, if I'm huffing and puffing, so does everybody else.
Clean up on lane 10. Clean up on lane 10.
We got some person who died of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Grab the body bag.
Body bags will be provided. You do have to sign a waiver before we start, just saying where all your possessions are going to go.
This might be negative self-talk, but I call it realism. I ain't making it past the 6 games.
You're right.
So I don't have anything to worry about.
It has a door prize when you walk through of Tiger Bomb and
Yeah.
Bengay and
Aspirin,
K-Tate.
aspirin, and yeah.
Some protein bars.
Maybe you can get him to sponsor the tournament.
Maybe.
Provide
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, they've done this thing called the Triple Nickel here before, which is a 15-game tournament. It's an all-day thing, but it's 5 games in 3 different houses. So they do the same pattern between all 3 houses, and then you do your first 5 games, you travel to the next one, you do your next 5 games, and it's beat the board style. So, I mean, there have been people who do 15 games in a day, but most of those guys are like, they do it's all handicap. So it's like, it doesn't freaking matter if you have a handicap of 98. Like, you just show up and have fun and you win.
Yeah.
So,
I had a 10-game marathon tournament that I did last month, and one of the people had like 70 pins a game. And I'm like, we're bowling 10 games and you get 70 a game.
right. Which is why
If
I'm
you
like,
go over like 180 to 200, like you're
yeah,
gonna
you're
win.
right. You're like, yeah.
Yeah, like
Which is why I'm like, I'm steering away from the handicap tournament because it gets overrun here. Like, it's all the handicap bowlers come out to play because they're the ones that are like, we rely on it and we can use it to our advantage. It's like
Yeah.
not fun to. It's not fun when you're constantly getting bombarded by millions of pins.
True. Yeah, I agree, Vic. It was ridiculous. She had I think she had like and it was a sport shot too, so they're modified averages too. Because my sports shot average for this tournament was like a 165 or something, so I got like 25 pins or something a game, which I mean is not terrible, but yeah, when you have like a 125 and you're getting 70 pins is yeah a bit much.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And this person that got that much, she literally just throws it straight down the middle. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, so one of them type that hits 7 pin and still strike.
pretty much.
Straight down the middle with a urethane.
No,
Oh, at least it wasn't a urethane.
no.
I know there's at least 4 or 5 older people that still throw urethane in my league that will throw it basically down the center and just blah, 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 blah.
Oh, speaking of, in a couple weeks, we're having a plastic ball tournament, like spare ball only
Yeah.
tournament.
Those are fun.
Yeah, I think it'll bowling in that one. I think that'll be fun.
I honestly, I would like to probably see that in my league house come around. And something else we don't see, especially here in South Florida, is the curtain tournaments.
Oh, the blind
Yeah.
challenge, the blind tournament.
I'm going to start talking to some of the people in my league house to try to get some of those going, because honestly, that would even up a lot of playing field for a lot of people. But it might take a couple people down a few notches that are a little high on their horse.
Could even make a few better.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to make people not necessarily so reliant on a target so far out.
Right.
Yeah. Gosh. You don't even know what you've left, like a spare.
Until you look at the scare, until you look at the
Until you
screen.
look at
Yeah,
the screen,
yeah, look
yeah.
at the screen. Wow. That's interesting. That would be fun. I would do
But
that.
you'd have to have like the coaching mode basically on during the scoring
Yeah.
system, so that people can actually, you could see.
Yeah, you need the relay of what's left. But you need to know how to pick that up on your own without being able to see. So if I left something on the left side, I know that I'm going to be throwing basically my reactive ball basically down the right side board 3 or 4, and it's going to pick up the 7 pin easy. So it's definitely going to be more about knowing your game and your balls and how they react to the lanes. So
Yeah, and Miles, you're right. Lane talk for sure, but some centers don't have it. So if your center doesn't have it, then unfortunately you're relying on what's on the screen.
A lot of the smaller local ones don't have it. Like the bigger centers usually do. Yeah.
I'm hoping when they do the remodel on the alley that I bowl at on Mondays, that Stormbot, that they put in a different scoring system, because they're putting in brand new lanes and everything. So I'm hoping they put in something with lane talk too, so that we can have it on there. But this bowling alley is like 60 years plus old, so it needs a lot of love.
Yeah. Time for some upgrades.
Definitely.
speaking of upgrades, my league house is getting all brand new pins the first of the year. So scores are going to be dropping dramatically.
Yeah.
That's what we're dealing with too, is they put in brand new pins at the beginning of this season. So it's like,
Yeah. So, and everyone's like, what do you mean by that? I'm like, so the pins, they're still square at the bottom. And they're like, what do you mean they're square? That's not a square. I'm like, no, they're not rounded off yet. They have no bounce. They
haven't been smacked a couple of times yet.
Exactly. Like they don't know how to get knocked down and get back up again. Let's just say that, right? So I'm like, yeah, we're gonna see a lot more splits and a lot more pins getting.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going yes, flat tens, absolutely. A lot of people are going to start getting pulling their hair out in leagues first of the year. So I'm kind of excited.
They at least sound cool. The new pins, when you're
Yeah.
on them, they sound really cool. At least.
They do. They do.
And they're going to be getting rid of a bunch of old pins. So I'm sure I'm going to get a hold of a few, and I might make a bookshelf out of them.
There you go. That's cool. I had one stone 8 well, it wasn't even a stone. It like wiggled and kind of spun around. I had one today.
Oh no!
It's in my video
Gotcha.
towards the end that I posted. Oh my gosh, yes. And it was so funny when I went back and rewatched it. I heard this guy in the background go, "Oh my god!" And I was like,
When you know, you know.
"Yeah, oh man."
Yeah, I know. I know I'm gonna see some of that this coming new year for sure.
Bless you.
Thank you.
But Miles, you hit the pocket pretty hard, so it's still going to throw the pins. He's talking brand new and lower speed people or whatnot that don't get the normal carry that they would get from older pins.
Yeah, you're not gonna get the trickle like blah blah blah.
No, Hayden, he gets a lot of pin action, but on fresh pins, he doesn't.
That video that I posted a couple of days ago of me picking up those splits, I ended that game with a 128. Yeah.
Hey,
I shot 420 that week.
don't worry, I went and practiced today and bowled a 123.
Hey,
I learned
but look
anything
at the
from that
positive.
practice?
You picked up some awesome splits. Like you,
I know. The
you had
three,
a
I
awesome
left
pickup.
3 and I picked up 2. So I'd
Hey.
say that was pretty good.
That's good. You gotta look at the positive.
Exactly. That's what we were talking about earlier. Always find the positives. Even if you don't shoot what you were shooting or you didn't want to shoot what you shot, find the stuffs that you did well. Like,
Yeah.
end of the day, that's what matters.
Yep.
I was
So
like, at least I
we-
did something cool.
we made the mistake of going today to go practice, and they were doing glow bowl during the day. That was pretty bad. Couldn't see shit because it's darker than it normally is. So it was just blind guessing the whole time.
Right.
Couldn't even see the
I
bowling ball.
have a
going
lot of
on.
windows in your alley.
No, they're pretty pitch dark around here. They
I
don't
was like,
believe in
how do you do
windows.
galactic bowling during the day?
It was bad.
Yeah, that's another thing I always tell people. Like, if you're gonna practice, don't go during like cosmic bowling.
Oh no.
No, it's not beneficial. Not
No,
only
Miles.
not only do you're not going to have anybody that has any type of lane etiquette, but to see your target and know if you hit your target consistently is pretty impossible.
The only reason
That's
why
what
you
you
would
do.
ever practice during galactic is to just practice your approach and your release.
Yeah.
Like, that is
Yeah.
it.
Just like reps. Just
Yeah.
rep
That's
over
it.
and over rep. Yeah.
Don't matter about the score, doesn't matter whatever, just like, that's all you're doing. Because targeting and whatnot does not exist.
Yeah, exactly.
It
Strobe
was
light.
so dark in there, Miles. All you seen was the pins. It's the only thing you seen. You couldn't see the lanes. You couldn't see nothing. It was just straight pins. So you're hoping that the ball did what it was supposed to and not gutter every time.
Yeah, you have to throw your low end balls on burnt lanes, and you're lucky if you can keep them on the lane if they're that burnt.
Or you just throw your spare ball the entire time because you don't have low end stuff.
Well, even sometimes, so some of the spare stuff doesn't even want to hold either. Because Strike X, which is part of Bolero rebrand, has been popping off around us, and evidently they don't believe in oil because their
They
lane.
didn't believe in oil to begin with anyway, before they had the rebrand, so that's on
No,
point.
well, no, because there is one Bolero in Boca that, I mean, you can throw some of your strongest gear and that thing just straight as an arrow. It does not turn at all. So it's like it goes from one extreme to the next.
Mm-hmm.
But they're trying to become, the fun center, and they don't care necessarily about the bowlers aspect. They just want to have a game for people to play, not necessarily a competitive game, but a game. So it's just, I mean, even the approaches are like 5 feet shorter than a normal approach.
Hmm.
And then when we were there, they're like, "Oh, we have leagues here." I'm like, "Really?"
No, you don't.
They're like, "Well, you should join." I'm like, "No,
No, you don't.
no."
You're snoring.
You don't know ball. You don't know ball. You think they know ball? They don't know ball.
No. The arcade was closer to the bowling alley than the balls were to the alley. Just saying. That says a lot.
That says way too much.
Yeah.
I would like a softball. Okay.
I'd probably throw my shoulder out throwing a 12-pound ball.
Yeah, no, I couldn't throw a 12-pound. There's no way.
The kid that we were
I mean, you
bowling
could
with
throw
today,
it. You throw it through the roof, but you could.
Yeah.
but the
I
kid we
saw-
bowled with today, he had his actual ball is a 15-pound, but his spare ball is a 10-pound. I'm like, how do you even do that?
Oh, that's crazy.
No.
That's
I was like-
that's insane, because how do you control that?
You don't.
You can't. And then on top of it, the weight difference between each ball would wear you out faster too. You would figure.
I did see a video on TikTok this past week, and you couldn't really see it clearly because Red went right in front of the camera as the guy threw it. He had a 7-10 split, and then Red comes right across the screen, kind of blocks the shot. And it took me like 3 or 4 times of watching this video, but he basically threw the ball into the ditch across the lane. It jumped the ditch and went right through the screen on the top and into the pin rack. Like, blew a hole right through it.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I'd be packing up my gear and leaving as soon as that happened. Yeah, I'm like, bye.
Oh, I see some pretty bizarre things at Eastgate Lanes. So
Oh yeah, I was a witness to one of them.
that bunny
Your-
hop right in the middle of the lane.
Your videos, Amanda, with the balls dropping out of the freaking.
Oh, that was wild.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Caught that. That was crazy.
That's
That
insane.
was crazy.
Absolutely insane. I'd never seen that until your videos, and then like the first one, right, where it like completely misses it, but then the second one where it hits the freaking ball, I was like,
Yeah.
did he get to like reshoot that shot?
Yeah. I mean, we had no
That's
problem.
what I wanted to know. I was like, did he get to like reshoot?
Yes. And I think he missed it. I'll have to go back and look.
I think Brian was with me when we were bowling at Eastgate, and it did the same thing. It shot out the other side, and I got a strike on the one lane, and I got a strike on the other lane.
Oh.
But no, we were bowling with Brian, and I throw a ball. It was a good ball. It was going to the pocket. Next thing you know, it just stopped dead in its tracks and just goes straight up in the air. I was like, "What the?" I guess
it looked like it jumped off the top rope and did a drop kick to the head pin.
Yeah, it was weird.
It hit a piece that came off the pin setter that fell out of the pin setter, and the ball hit it and just jumped it, and
Wow.
leaned it.
And that was the lane you bowled on when you were out there, Amanda.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what, 5 and 6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So question for you guys. So every alley that you guys throw in, is there a pair that you know that is a trouble pair
Oh yeah.
across the board?
I hate 1 and 2 on my home house.
That's one of
Always
them.
so bad on 1 and 2. Yeah, always. Like it never fails.
29 and 30 in the house that I bowled at tonight. Freaking suck. And then I think it's 9 and 10 at the house that I bowl at on Mondays. Suck.
We have a 1 and 2, 11 and 12.
Ah, ding.
Yeah, I was going to say 11 and 12 because it's in the middle and it's by the doors. And I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but those middle lanes seem to always play differently than the outside lanes.
They
Always.
do. They do.
Like, I've left so many corner pins on 11 and 12. So many. And
It
I don't
dries
know.
out faster. That's why, because people are constantly going in and out. So it's like the weather and everything. Just
a lot of
it-
pocket 710s.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yep. Mm-hmm.
there's a house down in Salt Lake. It's called Bonwood, and Sarah, that's where I would take you. Like when you come here, it's a 42 lane house, and
Oh,
it's
wow.
divided into 3 sections.
Sections. Yeah.
Every
That's cool.
section plays differently. So like one end is like super super cold down by the bar, plays
Uh-huh.
completely different than one in the middle, which is like by the front doors, and then down where like 42 is plays completely, because it's warmer on that side, plays completely different. Doesn't matter, like you will have a different reaction no matter what lane, what section of house you're in. Whole thing is same, oiled same, but everything plays different because it's like 3 different temperature zones in the same house.
Huh. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Hmm.
And that's where they hold a lot of the big tournaments.
Oh, really? Is that where that tournament is that you sent me?
The Storm Open is usually where that's at.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still seeing if I can come to that.
It'll be fun.
Luckily, there's direct flights from the Springs to Salt Lake. So, yeah, gotta look at that.
And it's like maybe 20 minutes from the airport.
Oh, perfect.
It's not that far.
That's easy. Okay.
Yes, Brandon. Temp definitely has a huge difference, especially if they're wood lanes. 100%.
Oh man, I haven't bowled on wood in so long.
I've
Oh
never
man, there's one house here in Oklahoma that still has wood lanes. I need to go there and bowl.
There's one in Wilmington, and we always forget it's wood, and we'll roll in there. We'll get the lanes, walk up to it, and we're like, "Yeah, we're only throwing one."
one game. One game.
Okay.
That's
One
it.
game,
is it.
then we go find the other place. Yeah, if it's like, let's get a beer and bowl one, and then go.
Yeah.
Now the question is how old and maintained are the wood lanes?
I mean, they don't seem awful. You know, they seem somewhat maintained, but a little bumpy. A little bumpy.
Yeah, like rigid a little.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just kind of like,
Mike, remind me again. It's Dixie Bowl that has the wood lanes, right?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure. So he's in like Vegas area, but he also like will drive up to like St. George every once in a while and stuff. And there's a bowling alley. It's Dixie Bowl. It's like one of the last bowling alleys here that has wood lanes and has above ground ball returns.
Oh, those are cool.
I do miss the above ground ball returns. However, I know that it's kind of a distraction to other bowlers. But in that aspect, it's no different than if you see someone re-racking next to you.
Mm-hmm.
You let that re-rack happen before you get into your approach. You know what I mean? So it's a timing thing. So I personally like the above, but I also know they're not necessarily as efficient because sometimes they have a problem getting back to the return.
Speaking of Vegas, are either of you going to Women's Nationals in Vegas?
No.
No?
No.
I was not
no.
invited.
I'm sorry, Brian.
You know what gave you away though, right?
No. Oh,
Dang it.
thanks for letting
Well,
me.
I'll be there.
So if you
I'll
want-
be in Vegas the end of May, beginning of June for Nationals. Yep. We bowl at
That might
South
just be a
Point.
fun trip down.
Hmm?
I said that might just be a fun trip down. I may not
Oh,
bowl,
yeah.
but I might come down. We'll just party.
Oh man, we have the later slots too. Both nights we bowl at 7:30, so it's going to be late.
A late night.
That is late.
Yeah, but it'll be all right.
But that's
fun.
kind of like how that tournament is, that Storm Open one. So when they start that first night, the first squad starts at like 6:30 or something like that, and then they do they do like that first squad, and then they do a whole other double set, like so doubles tournament within it, and so you're bowling until like 11 o'clock at night.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Hi Haley.
How many rows to shave it off, bro? Oh, no. You're gonna have to ask my wife. She would
That
say
would take
0.
Your
I'll
wife
take him back
wants
to
you
his
with a
cucumber
beard?
days.
No, my wife hates my beard.
Oh, I'm
Then
the
she would
same
be
way.
like, "No
Oh my
roses
God.
involved. Let's
That's
just
what I
do
said.
it."
She would say 0 roses.
Just do it.
Do it.
I do it from time to time, but I prefer a little bit of beard. I don't know.
I make my husband shave too. I hate it. I hate the beard. I hate it. Not yours is fine. I just
But beards in general, it doesn't matter who has them. Just beards in general.
I definitely like to trim it as much as I possibly can. I don't let it get obnoxious. But I shave it off when it becomes annoying to me. Then yes, it's gone, and I will start all over again. The problem is it grows so damn fast that like I could shave it today, and then it'll be back in 3 days. It's so quick.
But within that 3 days, Brian, you could go to the women's tournament.
little wig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I put a wig on,
We'll teach you how to contour. We'll get you right. You'll be fine.
I'm Mrs. Pickles.
I
mean-
I love it.
Don't clip that.
Yes.
Oh, that's going on. There's gonna be a video of that. Can't wait.
I still have that one video of you singing.
Oh
Dancing Queen.
nope.
No, this pickle's on fire.
This pickle's on
You
fire.
need Alicia Keys with it?
It was a long day of work.
Spicy pickle.
Oh no.
Spicy pickle. That's hilarious.
Blackmail.
Sometimes you got to do some stuff for some content. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Did I
Oh,
post it?
no, we're that desperate yet, Brian. We haven't hit that level of desperation yet.
No.
You're okay. You're
It
okay.
hasn't been posted yet. Is it still in the files? Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's called blackmail, sir.
I mean, it don't matter which type of mail it goes through.
Why?
Could be white, could be express, could be priority. Who knows? We still got it.
FedEx. I'm pretty sure that's USPS, right?
I mean, even if you DoorDash it.
Oh yeah, you never know these days. Shh. You see that? The DoorDash lady?
Oh yeah. What was he thinking?
Oh my
Other
lord.
people.
Like
Why?
honestly, like I went to pick up pizza tonight. My wife's like, "Why didn't you just get it delivered?" I'm like, "I don't trust
I
anyone."
don't trust the delivery people no more.
I'm like, I don't trust, and I know that it was coming straight from Jets, but I'm like, no, 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 no. I will go to the restaurant. I will pick it up. I will bring it home. I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like, oh, it's stapled. I'm like, yeah, they could have a stapler in their car.
Yeah.
I
Restart.
worked for Staples. I did have stapler in my car. So it could happen easily.
Yeah, it's not a hard thing to get, you know. Oh, we'll just fix this. We'll just put a staple on it. Okay, well, unstaple, restaple.
Do you guys bowl or wait to throw next to splits? Miles wants to know.
For me, I was definitely stupid stitious for the longest time. And yes, I said stupid stitious. But now, if I see a split next to me, I'll get on the approach. I will just shake my head at it and basically say, "You don't exist here," and then I will throw my shot, and then I get past it. I'm not gonna be the person that's gonna wait for that to go away, and I'm not gonna be the other person that watches two people away and gives the 2-lane courtesy, because I see that so much in my league house that it drives me up a wall. And I'm like, if you are so concerned about two people away from you in a lane, are you really looking at your target?
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? Like, just bowl. And I don't mean that like to be rude, but like, it takes us, for a 4-man league, it takes us over 3.5 hours to get through a 3-game league. And that is insane to me.
That is insane. Gross.
Yeah.
To me, it's
Too long. I think 3
To me, it
hours
just
is too
put-
long, but it's basically
To
where
me,
we're
it-
at. Sorry.
yeah. No, you're good. To me, it's just dramatic. Just throw the damn ball. That's just my opinion.
Exactly. Yeah.
I welcome it as a challenge now, especially if there's splits on either side of me. It's like, okay, cool. I'll go show you how it's done.
There you go. Nice.
Like, I'll show you how to bowl better. That's cool. That's fine. Whatever. Even if I flag at 10 minutes, like, it's still a better shot than yours was. Like,
Right.
I'm still superstitious. I'm superstitious.
I
Like, go
believe
ahead.
it. Like I said,
Clean that up.
look.
Oh
All right,
my God.
I will say this: if I am on a streak, and I mean a streak like 5 or 6,
mhm.
yeah, absolutely. You do you, boo. You go ahead. I'm
Yeah,
not.
I'll wait.
I'm not in a rush. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna take my next shot. I'm not gonna rush my next shot. So if I'm sitting on that, yes, I will let them go. I'm not going to rush a shot.
Yeah.
I left 2 5-pins tonight, one Brooklyn style and one pocket shot. And the pocket shot one, like, I slammed the pocket. It was a stone 5-pin. I blinked and I looked at it. I was like,
5 still. Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
like, I mean, slam the pocket. It was like explosion. And then there was the 5-pin, like,
Miss me.
yeah, pretty much. And I was like, you suck. And then the second one was a Brooklyn style, and it was like kind of a weak 5-pin. It was wiggly a little bit. And so when I threw the ball, I literally just turned around and I was just like, I'll listen. It's like, I don't even want to look at it. I'm not even going to acknowledge you. I'm going to knock you over. I'm just going to listen for it.
Wait
Like-
for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's
And I
not
was
happening.
Yeah.
I will say I had a tournament last weekend. I missed the cut by 20 pins, and the very first game I had 2 pocket 710s, and one of them was in the 10th frame, so that's why I did not necessarily make the cut. So yeah, that was a little heartbreaking, but you know what? That's what makes us better bowlers, right?
What is your adjustment you make when you leave a pocket 710?
I pack my bags and I go home.
Especially when it's the first frame.
I did that twice over the summer. Twice. over the summer for my sports shot doubles league. Both games, game 1 and game 2, first shots, pocket 7-10s.
All right, you can clip that one. Yeah. I mean, I know in my league house, it's a tough house. The pin racks sometimes aren't necessarily all that great. I mean, you'll see pins come down and they'll set down and they're like, oh, that pin is like 2 inches off of where it should be.
Yeah.
And honestly, what we were doing was just like a charity tournament. So I'm not going to like, oh, re-rack that. I'm not bowling on that. I'm not going to do that. But was it devastating? Yeah. Like,
So I base it on, and this is how I make the adjustment, and this is just what works for me. If it was a ring and 10, I'm going to move back in the approach to correct the 10 pin for me, because mine's the speed is too slow, and the 7 pin was just a bad deflection. So you correct it, and it's going to push the other pin into the 7 typically. But that's how I do it, and not necessarily always that. I know a lot of people who hit a 7-10 and they just switch balls. And
Yeah. I was just curious what you guys do when that happens. I had it happen to me a couple times today. And it's frustrating, especially when it feels like it's so good off your hand and you watch it and it hits the pocket and then they're just
Yeah, just standing there laughing.
waving at you.
Right?
And
Do hit 7-10.
the only other thing that I would say that I've done recently with transitions, and it's not necessarily even like a 7-10 aspect, but when I'm transitioning, moving left and moving left and moving left, and I'm still not able to carry a pocket, then I know I need to get the ball to read later. So I will move up on the approach to get the ball further down the lane to actually get the ball to hook later. It does work, but it's still like a tricky slope sometimes because it's not like I'm moving up like 2 inches. Like with like a 10 pin, like he said, I'd move back basically 10 inches or 2 inches for a 10 pin to give me a little bit more length. But like when the lanes start burning out, I will jump up almost a foot to 2 feet in my approach and shorten my steps and then get the ball out longer and let it snap in later. But I think that's just something that you just learn in your own personal game and how you can manipulate gear. Because honestly, I'm trying to get out of ball changing because I know that I was a person who's like, when something wasn't going my way, I'm like, ball change. And then I couldn't get that ball to work. I'm like, oh, ball change. Like, oh, another ball change. And even my guys on my team were like, dude, you got to stop. And I'm like, okay. So now I'm working basically with 2 balls every league, even if I'm doing league or I'm doing state tournaments or open tournaments, I'm only throwing basically 2 balls the entire time. I will make those 2 things work, period, dot. Even if I come in a little rough on one day, I will know what that adjustment I need to make for the second day, and I will just stick to that game plan. And it usually works out. It hasn't failed me this past year, so I know I'm on the right track. So you just kind of got to figure out what you're throwing and know your gear. And I will say, videotaping yourself and analyzing yourself helps a lot.
Yeah.
And I know that I've got a lot of guys that are like, oh, I've been getting coaching and, like they're analyzing me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, the only problem with having people analyze you is they're filling your head with 5 different things. So when you get on the approach, you're now thinking about 5 different things.
Yeah.
And it throws everything off. I mean,
You get in your own head. Yep.
Yeah, you need to concentrate basically on one thing at a time. So if you do self-analysis of yourself, it will help you recognize little things about yourself. Okay, what am I doing wrong on the approach, or am I releasing too soon?
Mhm.
or am I coming across my back? Little things. But what I do is I like take self notes. I'll write stuff down when I'm watching videos back of myself, so it's like a reminder to myself, because I can watch a video tonight, right,
Mhm.
and be like, oh yeah, I see, and then the next day I'm not going to remember half of that, right? But if I look at what I wrote down the next day, I'm like, oh yeah, and what I see, what I wrote down, I can actually see in the video in my head. So it's kind of like a memory tool that I use. So videotaping for me is a huge aspect.
Yeah, definitely. That's like whenever I'm in a tournament and I film it, that's the first thing I did when I got back today is I watched all my games that I filmed, and I go back and I'm like looking at what I'm doing and I can see what I did wrong. And I struggled today with sometimes I would hold on to the ball a little too long and I would loft it a little bit, and then other times I'd set it down a little too early. So getting that consistency and seeing that what the ball, like how much it's overreacting when I get it down a little too early, and it would come up high. So I could see going back watching what I was doing wrong. So definitely film is a huge help.
That's a good idea. I mean, I do film myself, but sometimes I forget to go back and actually review the footage. So I'll have tons of it there, or I'm just looking for something specific. But that's that's a really good idea, is going back and actually looking to see what you are actually doing, so you know what you might want to work on or what could need some tweaking.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly started when I started getting into tournaments, and then because honestly, like usually the first day of tournaments is usually like team, and usually that's kind of like my experiment day. But that doesn't always come true per se.
I'll be right back.
Sometimes you start off with singles and doubles, so it could definitely hinder. But when I was at Derek Tate's memorial tournament for DGAB, I was videotaping everything that I was doing there, and the approaches were very, very slick. And I'm like, I am struggling so bad. So I spent basically 2.5 hours. I don't think I went to bed until like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was just video analyzing everything that I was doing, and it definitely helped me. Did it make me win? No. I was going against Mark friggin' Dillard. But I mean, it definitely helps you. I mean, use it to your advantage.
I found online these really cool, I don't know if you can see it. Dang it.
Got it.
They're books, and it has where you can write down your score.
Yeah, like the old school. Yeah, dude, it's like the old school scorebook.
Yes.
Paper.
Yes. And then I have
Yes.
my notes, and there's a lane, so I can kind of write down like where, and then I like write notes in of like where I'm throwing it, and like make notes of like, okay, I need to move left on this lane, move right, move forward, back, and I'll like keep notes while I'm bowling. So that, sorry, I just want to show that because you were talking about taking notes, and I think that's great.
Yeah, and honestly,
Writing things down.
I call that the old school lane talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you write down your score, you write down what you left, you write down what you picked up, you write down ball speed, and honestly, that's probably my biggest thing as of late, is paying attention to my different ball speed, because I know I can slow it down to a 13 and maybe a 12, but I can also speed it up to 16 to 17. So it really depends on what I want the ball to do. But sometimes I know, like, oh, you're overthrowing. You're really trying to crank on the ball today. Why are you trying to crank on the ball? Let the ball do the work. Let gravity do the work. Let the ball take the motion. But sometimes we all want to we want the ball to get to the pocket quicker, but it's not necessarily the best option, because even though the ball might get to the pocket quicker, doesn't mean it's coming in the pocket at the right angle. So,
I actually, somebody was just asking, I found these on, I think it's an Etsy store. I'll look it up and I'll put it in the chat what it's called. But there's a lady in Florida that like makes these books. There's a tournament book, and then there's also one that's just like a league book. And I have both that I like to use. And Miles asked, yes, I've seen Sarah Bowles videos. Yes.
Miles, I got a philosophy. If you try to help somebody and they don't listen, you no longer help somebody. And I choose peace over chaos.
Ding.
You can lead a horse to water, drag
Can't
it
make him
ear
drink.
deep. If he ain't thirsty, he'll drown before he drinks.
Said the donkey.
That's
Said
right.
the donkey. Aw. Oh my gosh.
I'm a smart donkey. Can't say the other. They'll probably flag me.
I was like, man, wait. I think there's another part of that.
Oh my gosh.
So, what are your goals going forward for next year?
Compete in more tournaments for sure. I'd like to finish the season with over 200 average. I'm sitting at like 193 right now. I'm gonna bowl in my first PWBA tournament in May. There's one in Colorado. It's a Northern Colorado Open, so that'll be my first event that I'm gonna bowl in, like big women's event. So, and my goal in that is just to bowl and do well. Like I'm not expecting to do anything crazy, but if it happens, it does. If not, it's okay. Like I still get super nervous for these tournaments, and I don't know why. I can't just relax and just enjoy it. It's hard to not be nervous, especially when you're around like really good bowlers like Linda Barnes or Sarah Clausen. Like being in the same tournament as them is just like I'm super nervous.
Anyone that goes into a bigger tournament, and note like even like for me, like for states, right? When you're going into a bigger tournament and you're not nervous, you're somewhat lying, right?
Yeah.
Because we all have. Do we work through it a little bit? Yes. Like for me, it takes me probably about, I would say 4 or 5 frames, even after practice is over, before I'm like, okay, and now I'm like comfortable. I've got my feet under me. I'm getting more comfortable with the pattern, and okay, now I can go. But I feel like everyone has that little bit of a bug, unless you're pro, but we're not there. If we were, we wouldn't be here.
Tish Johnson bowls in my league on Tuesday nights in the Springs. I don't know if you guys remember her. I'm pretty sure she holds the most PWBA titles.
Nice.
Yeah. We were supposed to bowl against her team last Tuesday, but they pre-bowled, so we didn't get to bowl them.
Yeah, that'd be a little bit nerve-wracking.
I mean, she's pretty. I mean, I don't get nervous around her like I did today. Like she's pretty laid back. Like
I will say though that I've even told some of the guys in my league, because I bowl in multiple leagues. My league average changes depending on who I'm bowling with in my teams per se, right? So like my Monday team, I have some really good bowlers. I bowl really, really well with them because I know I'm holding myself to a higher standard, right? And then I get into the fun nights, and we're not necessarily as competitive, and I don't bowl necessarily as well. I'm not saying I don't bowl good, but I don't put myself in that criteria of I have to. So I feel like sometimes when you bowl against better people, you get better. My wife even tells me this all the
for
time.
sure.
She's like, you have to surround yourself with better people. You'll make yourself better and better and better.
It's like that in any sport. It was like that when I played basketball. Like you play better when you're playing against like good teams.
Yeah.
Like, that's any sport for sure.
Glad you said that because me and my wife are both sports majors.
No, I played basketball, softball, volleyball. So I did a lot. I was busy in high school, and I bowled YABA on Saturday mornings. So I was busy in high school.
Same.
Year-round sports. And then when I got to college, I did one semester. I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm burnt out.
Same. I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, this would be fun. No, it wasn't that fun. Okay, I'm good. Just going to concentrate on my education.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, not
what
me.
other-
I dropped out of school and got married and had kids. So I went back to school later in life.
You're crushing it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
I was a little more mature when I went back around the second time, so a little more ready. Had some life experience, and I could actually, and I was paying for it too, so that makes it
Yeah.
even more different. You're paying for it.
Yeah, tell me about that.
I'm still paying for it.
Are you still paying for it right now?
Yeah, I just graduated in 21. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still paying for it. It's gonna be a while.
Yeah, I went through it. Man, I think I finished paying off my school loans when I was mid-30s, and I finally called them. I'm like, you know how much interest I paid? I'm like, everything that I'm like paying is like the principal's like this, the interest is this. I'm like, how about we just like cut ties? And they're like, that's not how this works. I'm like, oh yeah, it does. I'm like, let's just figure this out. So I think I owed. I think at the time I owed like $6,000 to be finished.
Mhm.
By the time I got off the phone with them, mind you, I offered them. It was I think I over like 6,600 or something like that. I offered like 5,000 because my grandmother passed away, whatever. By the time I got off the phone with them, they were like, "Do you pay us $3,000? We're done."
Well, that's nice.
I'm like,
Not
"Wait."
happening now.
I'm like, wait, how did that happen? I was offering you more money, then you came back at me and told me that's not how it works, and then you gave me less. Cool, whatever.
Yeah.
Sounds like you got out in that situation. That was
Yeah.
nice.
I was thankful, by all means.
I'll probably still be paying on mine, and I'll be retired. So
Same. I feel that.
yeah.
We
Well,
all
and what
did.
sucks is they base it like if you're married, they also include your spouse's
Yep.
income in the calculation. So that means my payment is like
Yeah.
it's more,
Yeah.
way more, like double what it.
I had the
could
same
be.
thing because I was married in my 20s.
Mhm. That's ridiculous that they count your spouse's income. I hate that. Told him I was like, we should just get divorced, but still live together, and then I'll pay my student loan based on my income. Or well, actually, you can do married filing separate, I think, and then they
Yeah.
wouldn't count it. But then you're paying for it because you're filing separate. Think you may
Brandon?
owe more in taxes. I don't know how that works.
Brendan
I-
asked, "What's everyone's all-time favorite ball, or 3 favorite balls, if you could just pick one?"
One of my favorites, which I had when I quit in 08, was a Storm Triple X Factor. That one, I still have it actually, but I can't really throw it anymore. But that was like my favorite ball. But then when I came back now, I'd say my Attention Star is probably my favorite now. coming back.
Yeah, it's a good bowl.
Mhm.
I love my Black Widow pink. I haven't really thrown that ball in a while, but when I do pick it up and throw her, just like, this is why I love this ball. Yeah, she's my favorite. But I do like the IQ Tour. That's been my new favorite.
Have you guys heard anything about the Next Factor, the new storm ball that just came out that's supposed to be like the triple X Factor?
I've not seen any reviews yet. But I know what you're talking about. I saw it yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah. It was just a picture. I can't remember who posted it, but I did see it.
Yes. Sorry, I'm reading the comments.
Oh, you're good. I mean, we know Cobra's a hammer guy.
Yeah. And I don't really have a favorite. I lean on my Pure Envy and my Mania, but I'll throw them all. I don't care.
I know.
I have an addiction to bowling balls. I know that.
I know.
That's what they want you to have.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
They breed us to have that addiction.
They're like
'Cause
tattoos.
every 5 minutes there's a new ball out, and it's like, oh, a new toy. Yeah, sure.
They're like
It's
tattoos.
just one-
If you've gotten one tattoo, you're gonna have at least one more, right? And then they start to multiply.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it kind of reminds you of your childhood when you go into any facility. You got them little machines with the gumballs in it. That's all it is. It's bigger.
They're just bigger gumballs.
That's right. Well, they just break your jaw faster.
I mean, honestly, like when I first got back into competitive bowling, the OG Black Widow hammer was my all-time favorite. Now I'm definitely Swag Dragon Solid. That is my go-to every day, any day. But I do also love the craze. So, but you know, we all find a brand. Let's just put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 brand new Pure Envies sitting in a box.
Yeah, that's how much you like that. Well, we also know it's going to get discontinued at some point, right? Because
It is
they
discontinued.
that's what I'm saying. Because they release so much stuff that if you find a ball that you really like, you better buy it up. If you want any chance of still having it around after it's discontinued, you better buy it before it's gone.
Well, they're just so good on heavy oil sport patterns.
Right. I think that's my only biggest complaint about all the new ball releases is they discontinue a lot of stuff that still is good gear. So they're just literally taking it off the market to replace it by something else to just push it along. And I know that it's that's marketing, but the way they've done it in the past 5 years has gone through the roof.
It's been unreal,
Yeah.
honestly. Every month it's another ball, and I'm just like, I just got a new ball.
Well,
Stop.
and you have multiple brands that they stagger it accordingly between brands so
Yeah.
that they can compete with each other in the brands and the marketing. So, you'll have 3 or 4 brands that drop 3 or 4 balls
Mm-hmm.
every 3 or 4 months. And it just saturates the market so much that you're like, kind of get overloaded. And I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of people are kind of brand specific. Am I wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of people are.
Yeah.
I mean,
a lot
I'm
of
not
people are
saying that
loyal to their
everyone
brand
is
that
per
they
se.
like that works for them.
Right. But I feel like as soon as you kind of get into something and you start getting comfortable with a brand, you kind of stick with that brand, right?
Mm-hmm.
So even if they're saturating the market with that much gear, are they really able to sell all of that merchandise? What do they do with all that merchandise?
Well, Britt, maybe ask Britt about Storm. I mean, she's working there now, so she knows what it's like, and I think she works in the warehouse and mails a lot of the stuff. So she probably could say, like,
Yeah.
Like I would love to know how much urethanes they're sitting on right now, because no one's really buying urethanes right now.
I don't know. I saw somebody posted a picture of there's, I think, a high school tournament going on in South Point in Vegas right now, and somebody's posted a picture of a rack, and it was all Purple Hammers, like all of them
Chase
on
bulbs.
the rack. The whole thing
Yeah,
was Purple
yeah,
Hammers. Like, how do you
yeah.
know who's? So I mean, it's
That's what I did. So Hayden, he's Storm, Bree's Storm. But it's easy for them two to keep their balls separated because she's got a thumb and he doesn't.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't see no sense of me being Storm and we all three having the same damn ball on the rack. So I went Hammer. And it's easier for me to find my ball because, a lot of people, there's a lot more Storm bowlers than there are any other brand.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the price point that Motive had. They're too expensive. So I went with Hammer. But they measure up to me better.
Oh God, do they still do engraving? I
I-
remember doing that as a kid. I had my name on my ball growing up.
We actually had Jolly Rogers on one of our podcasts, and he's actually here in South Florida, in Boca near me, and he says they still do engraving, and I was like, because honestly, I love the whole old school engraving aspect.
Oh, I did too.
So,
Yeah, for sure.
I told him, I'm like, my next ball I get, I'm bringing in. He's gonna drill it. I'm gonna have it engraved. I might even have him put Jolly on it.
Aw.
I have an E engraved on this one for Eastgate Lanes.
Oh,
Because every time I threw it there, it got damaged. So I just made it the Eastgate Lane ball.
When you know. Right.
that's great.
So that's the other thing. When you see the ball at the end of the lane and just going,
Oh my gosh. Oh, I know it's coming back with belt marks or some damage.
yeah. As soon as it comes
Which
back on that
one is
return,
it?
you're like,
Oh,
come to me,
no.
come to me, come to me. Let me see you. Come here,
Yeah.
baby. Who hurt you?
Oh, so we'll call up the Eastgate and say, do you have lanes available? And they'll say, yeah. And Hayden a lot of time goes, it's not lane 13, is it? And if they say yes, he goes, I ain't going.
Aw.
That's
We'll
what
have that
tore up his
Phil
dragon. That lane tore up his dragon.
Oh,
He threw it
man.
First throw. Trash.
That sucks.
It's a great facility, but they don't put no money into it.
Mm.
It's an open bowl type facility. That's all they care about. I mean, they rob parts from it to give to the other two of the four they own, so they keep them tournament fresh. Why they just make them the open bowl have fun facilities.
Right.
So
Do you guys run into people like in your leagues? Because I have one guy in my league that he's constantly complaining about like his ball reaction, and I looked at his ball, and there's so much damage to his ball in his track, and I'm like, bro, you need to get a new ball. I'm like, do you see how much damage there is? And it's in your track. And he's like, what do you mean it's in my track? I'm like, you see where the oil is around your ball? And he's like, yeah. And I said, that is your track. You see where all it's like hop, 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 hop. I said, you wonder why your ball's not consistent. And he's like, well, what does that matter? And I'm like, oh.
or it's slapping like a thumb hole.
Yeah. And I'm like, dude, just get a new ball. And he has a brand new ball. And he's like, well, I just don't know how to throw it. And I'm like, have you thrown it? He's like, yeah, I threw it a couple times. I'm not used to it. I'm like, how are
Then
you
why
gonna
do you
get
get it if you're not going to throw it? Like,
right. I'm like, how are you
you
going
can
to
throw
get
the
used to
ball.
it if you don't throw it? And he's like, well, I can't throw it during league. And I'm like, then when can you throw it?
So then go practice. Like,
Exactly. I'm like, it's excuse after excuse after excuse. And I'm like, oh my God. But then he will look at me and he's like, fix me. I'm
You're like, no, thank you. You're beyond fixing, sir.
That's when you grab his balls and say, I'm going to list them on Facebook. You're fixed.
oh no, I don't, not even on Facebook. I'm just going to pick up that bowling ball and I'm just going to take it in the trash can and be like, boop.
Go home.
There, you're good. Fixed, sir. Get a new ball. Take care of your gear. That's all I'm going to say.
And go practice.
Yes.
Good grief.
I'm
Sorry, you can't just show up to league every week thinking you're going to do just amazing and you don't practice and you put zero effort into it. Like, I don't, any sport you play, you have to practice. Like,
Yeah.
you have to practice.
And don't be the person that walks in and then they don't shoot well and they blame the lanes. It's a house shot.
Exactly.
It's a house shot. It's not super difficult. It's knowing how to transition. It's knowing how to play. Like it's not the lane's fault.
Mm.
End of the day, just go out, put some time in, practice.
It's never my fault.
It's never my fault.
Yeah.
All caps.
Yeah, we hear that about 45 times a night, Hayden.
that I mean, that's all capitalized crash out right there. Love you, Hayden.
Oh,
Yeah, Devo, bowling whammies. Yep.
My practice is 15 minutes we get before league starts. Oh, okay.
For some people,
Touche. That's, yeah, okay.
all right.
It
We-
is
we-
practice.
We don't get 15. We only get 10.
I
Oh,
think we get 10.
we get 15.
I think, yeah, we get 10. I think maybe.
We get 10. And in that 10, how many shots do you get to throw?
Oh, probably.
If there's 10 minutes, I might get 4.
Yeah. That's where I'm at. Is basically
I would say probably 5 or 6 is what I would get, I think.
Yeah, I mean, unless I got people that are throwing strikes,
Everybody's
we're
striking
getting for it, and because they throw 2 balls.
every time.
Yeah.
so out at Cherry Grove, we get 15-minute practices. You only get one throw, and it resets.
I would love that.
I like
It-
that idea.
And you can almost get through a full game in practice.
I honestly, I kind of wish that my league house would. I mean, even if they didn't do a full reset, if everyone would just take one shot, get off the approach, and just move on, it would help so much. Just loosen up your muscles, because after basically 4 shots, if you're throwing basically 2 or 3 strikes, you're not your body's really not like warmed up yet, right?
Yeah.
So I'm always feel like I'm tense before I'm even like into the first game. I know that there's no way I can change it, but I really wish they would just do like 1 shots and then just walk away. I don't care if it's a 10 pin you left. Even if you don't want to go for that 10 pin, throw a strike bolt.
Yeah.
You're just warming up your body. Like
That's what my league does. We just one shot and walk off. Like, they don't do resets. You know what's interesting though? Like on some of these tournaments I've done, especially the women's, that when we're warming up, they'll throw a shot and then they'll stick their foot over the foul line, so it automatically just resets it.
resets it.
Mhm.
Nice.
So you're warming up and you hear the whole time.
That's a cheat code. That's awesome.
I know.
That's
Yeah.
such-
So if you want to reset it, just go over the foul
yeah,
line.
my house. It doesn't even matter. You could jump over that line. It's not going to do anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now the one down in Kentucky, since I'm so used to throwing only one shot at cherry, I'll leave it, and they're all like hitting the reset button. I'm like, just throw the ball. The pocket never moves. You should know how to hit the pocket.
Yeah. I don't think you should have to wait for a full re-rec. You're just there to literally warm up your body. And when you throw the ball, you're gonna know if you hit the pocket.
yeah.
Like
Well, back when I bowled like 20 years ago, I remember warming up for league, and it was just the first shot was a full rack, and then after that, it was just empty, and people just threw and warm up, and there were no pins. They didn't reset. Like you would just throw it an empty deck.
yeah.
Do that. Why not? Make it a little more challenging.
I honestly I would love them just to have an empty deck.
Like you could just
That's
go
how
up and
it-
throw it. No reset,
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah.
All right, so here's another good question. So if you guys are in practice and you're strike, how do you guys end up bowling?
Like crap.
Terrible.
Like I'm striking in practice. I'm like, did I use all my strikes in practice? Because now I can't find the pocket. What is happening? Yeah. Never fails.
Big four split.
Yeah, I swear to God, it's like a bowling curse. If you go into practice and you're like, oh, this is way too easy. Oh, every bowl I'm throwing is like, oh, I'm gonna be on fire, and then you get in soon at the very first bowl split. You're like, what? And the next ball struggle. Next ball struggle. I'm like, what happened?
10 pin, 10 pin, 10
Yeah.
pin.
I swear it's like the practice curse. I call it the practice curse.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
anytime
how
I see my guys start doing it, I'm like, start throwing the 10 pin. Throw at the 10 pin. Don't go for the
Work
strike.
on your
ball.
spares.
Yeah. Start working on it. Work on that spare shot.
Mhm.
Why? I'm throwing strikes. Work on that spare shot. Trust me.
Mhm.
See, I did that today when I was warming up because they allow us to do practice, then go into our games when we do practice for leagues. And my first 7 shots were strikes. And I'm like, oh, there it goes today. I'm done.
Yep.
See, I like Eastgate or Cherry Grove out here after league, since they don't open it. I mean, they open it back up for open bowl, but they'll let you stay back and practice your game, and they won't charge you for it.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that is actually nice. My
Mhm.
league's not that nice.
They want the money.
Oh yeah.
See, I think Cherry Grove is more for the bowler.
Mm.
It's more controlled. It's not really a whole lot of chaos going on there. You're bowling, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And like during sports leagues, they let you stay late and work on sport shots if you want to get a little bit of extra practice in. If you get in really good with them, they'll let you go up there and bowl for free too. So it's a good facility.
That's good. That is rare for sure.
I mean, honestly, I will say that anybody that's really kind of getting into bowling, the more you get into your local alley and get to know the people, the more benefits you get. Let's just put it that way.
For sure. Yeah.
Because I know when I first moved here to Florida, yeah, I mean, I was, kind of in and out, but then I got into leagues, and then they helped me get into tournaments, and I joined in more leagues with them. So now I do have a lot more perks per se, but nothing's for free by any means. But
I never expect anything for free. We do get some free games for practice each month, 10. But I never expect anything for free. But sometimes they'll say you're good. So
right,
yeah,
And-
they take care of their own. They do.
I think most houses, like if you bowl league, they give you a discount for open bowling. I mean, I think that's customary if you bowl league somewhere.
I mean, even in like other houses that I'm like doing other like tournaments in that are local to me, they're starting to get to know me more. So I'm getting a little bit more benefits there as well. But when you talk to more people like PSOs and get to know more people that are running the bowling alleys, it does become beneficial.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to talk to anybody in the bowling alleys. That's all I'm saying. You use it to your benefit.
All I'm gonna say is, our league before Thanksgiving, I made a big bowl of banana pudding, and I made sure and I made sure to give everybody that worked there a scoop of banana pudding. So
I did the
be
same thing.
good to the people that work at the snack bar and the front desk and like the mechanic, and like take care of them, because if they weren't there, you couldn't be there bowling. So yeah, make sure to take care of them for sure.
Yeah, I did the same thing last year with my mac and cheese. Which everyone's like, why don't you do that all the time? I'm like, it's so expensive. You know how much it takes to like it's like almost $65 for me to do like one large batch of mac and cheese. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not cheap.
No, especially now. Yes. Tip bar and food staff, absolutely.
Always. Yeah, back in the day, I used to work at a bowling alley and worked in a snack bar many, many years ago. So I know how it can suck when it's busy and there's a league going on and there's a million people trying to get food. And yeah, sometimes there's a long wait to get food, but that's just the way it is.
I have a guy on my league that runs our food bar, and he runs it and does league with us at the same time.
I used to do that too.
I mean, he's hustling, man.
I used to work the snack bar and bowl league at the same time when I
He's
did.
hustling.
Yes. Oh,
There's
Good
even a guy that runs the front desk. He's the owner's son. That he does the front desk during league. I mean, mind you, it's during league, so there's not like a ton to do during league, but you still gotta deal with like pin jams and racks down and ball return and that type of stuff. So or deadwood. So I mean, he's running around too, but they get it done.
hard to focus on bowling when you're doing double
I was
duty.
just saying that too. I was like, there's no way I could do that.
No.
I was like, I would bowl like complete garbage if I was running around doing that.
Mm-hmm.
They pull it off though. I mean, they're good bowlers.
It's good.
Queen, you look very tired.
I'm tired. We had a long week. It's getting late.
Did you go to Did you just get back from vacation?
Yeah, we were in Wilmington for the week. So
Have a nice time.
father-in-law, but yeah. I'm ready to go to bed. I'm an old lady.
Whatever.
Don't worry.
Oh, you're
Oh,
not.
man.
Oh my God.
Listen,
That
I like
said
to
everyone
live
without the gray beard.
Yeah, but you want to know what time I went to bed today? I went to bed at 11:30. Was back up by 1:30.
Bro.
Shoot, I'm usually in bed by 10:30. Sometimes 9:30.
Well, it's 10 o'clock for me. I'm on Central Time right now. I'm usually on Mountain Time, but I'm on Central right now, so I'm an hour ahead.
Yeah, it is 10:58. 10:58.
Yep.
Well, with that being said, I know we're coming up on our 2 hour.
2 hour. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Can't believe it. This just flies by when we do these, I swear.
Yes, and honestly,
It really does.
I never want to stop it because I love talking to you guys. But I know that we need to all get some rest. But I want to thank you guys so much for being on tonight. Like what we're doing all month long for Appreciation Month, we want to pay it back. Anything that we could do to help you guys out, we always love to repost everything that you guys do. So feel free to tag us. We'll repost everything that you guys are into. and we want to support you guys any way we can.
Yeah, you as well. Thank you. We appreciate all that you guys do for the bowling community, and we're here to support you as well.
Yep, it's really been a fun year.
Yeah, looking forward to next year too. It's gonna be good.
Absolutely.
Be good things next year, for sure.
So I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas.
Merry
I don't
Christmas.
think
Yes.
I don't think we're doing a live until after Christmas. So,
That's right.
Yeah, we're gonna be off. Next Thursday we're off, and then we'll be on the following Saturday,
Oh, okay.
and then we're gonna be off the next Thursday, and then I think we're gonna be back on the following Saturday. I don't think I've scheduled anything for that next Thursday yet, because we're waiting on other awards for other possibilities of a possible other podcast, maybe.
So have safe holidays, everybody. Thank you for support. Thank you for everything you guys do. We wouldn't be nothing without you. I can't stress that enough. We've met some really great people through this, and I hope next year brings it even 10 times better for us.
Agreed. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Yeah, and honestly, thank you for all the gifts. I know there's probably certain people that threw gifts out that aren't even in here, but thank you again for all the support, all the love, and thank you guys again for all your guys' support.
Yes, thank you. This has been fun.
Yes, you guys get some rest, and we'll see you again soon.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Love y'all.
Bye.